going to get down there first. The net is empty. Can he tuck it in? He does.
You're a fucking idiot.
He's a price, but scores the goal. And Schiefle flattens Evans, who hasn't got up.
And this is a vicious hit, full speed coming back, trying to close him off at the side, and Evans got...
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Project 24, the fun podcast. I am Adrian. You know who I am. Some of you don't know me yet. This is me. I'm a co-host. And here's my buddy, Jacob, who is my other co-host. Good buddy of mine. What's going on, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. It is fight day. Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather. Got lots of action in sports. Let's get right into the mix. I just want to start off with something a little bit important that's not really sports related. And something I just want to talk about. Something that's been on my mind. So for all the Ontarians out there that maybe watched the show, there was a Amber Alert the other night, and obviously it was in the middle of the night. It was like 3:30 in the morning.
I think I got one as well.
Yeah, me too. It woke me up, and you know what? A lot of people were upset about it. Obviously, people have been complaining about the Amber Alerts and calling the police. Going that far, taking it that far, calling the police about the Amber Alerts. But let me just say something. Yes, that is right. It's not right by doing that. I find it very, just people are so not just no compassion, eh? Again, there's a kid that is potentially in danger. That's why we do these Amber Alerts, is when kids are in danger, right?
Yeah.
And these people are complaining being selfish, and it's like that's like. I don't care. Like, hey, personally, me, I lost some sleep because of it. But do I care? No, because a kid's safety is more important than me getting a few extra hours of sleep. Personally, I'd rather, you know what I mean? And
I don't even care if it's like 9 a.m. or like 12 o'clock in
night,
like midnight.
Yeah, if kids, I care about kids' safety. Like, obviously, she was found the next day. I think she was fine. Thank God, right? And again, I just continue to see people have this attitude towards that, and it just frustrates me, how people can be so I just have no compassion in that way. I mean, if you were in that family's shoes and that was your relative or your friend or whatever, your friend's kid or something, you wouldn't have that attitude. You'd be staying up all night trying to help them look for the kid. It's just, you know what I mean? If the shoe was on the other foot, though, you would be want everyone's attention and awareness. It's just so frustrating. People are just so incompassionate.
The reason why they first created the Amber Alert, because I think one time a child got kidnapped, and then
Yes, that's right. And obviously, they couldn't find. I think it was because they couldn't find the child, and I think it was something like that, and it was obviously a very unfortunate circumstance, but they do it for awareness. Especially we had one a couple of years ago. I don't know if you remember, Jacob. There was a young girl that was got abducted by her father, I think, and her dad killed her.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, it was a 9-year-old girl, a little sweet little girl, and just again, young kid just died, and just because the father was mentally unstable, and lost a beautiful little girl, and just that's is why we have these things, so the community can kind of step up and help, right? And help get these kids back. And it's just, I have nothing wrong with that. I'm very compassionate towards the children and the future. It's the generation after us, right? So
exactly.
I'm compassionate towards the kids. I want them to have a good future, and I want them to be healthy and safe, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? You know what I mean? And so I just wanted to get that off my chest. I'm kind of thinking about that lately. I know I voiced my opinion on it on Twitter a couple of days ago after I saw the negative comments about, I got woken up at 3:30 in the morning and I couldn't fall back asleep. It's you know what? Stop humming and hawing, because again, if that was your family member, you would not have that same attitude. You would not have that same energy. Your energy would be so different. So,
and here's another thing: if you don't want to receive the alert,
just turn off your phone.
You can just put your phone on silence. That's what I usually do.
Yeah, turn off the notifications. There's so many ways around it. I'd rather get the notifications so I know, oh shit, there's a kid out there that's missing and it could possibly be in danger. I want to, show compassion, right?
To be honest, I didn't find out until like the morning. Like,
Yeah, man,
because
for sure.
my phone was on like silence the whole night.
Yeah,
So
and that's okay. And that's the thing, right? You can put your phone on silent, and there's ways around it. Instead of bitching about it, complaining about it, there's so many ways to solve the problem if you're not okay with it. So people are just lazy. That's the problem. So, anyways, let's get into the mix there, buddy. We got a big day today, man. We got Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. I can't really show here, but I'm wearing my Logan Paul Maverick branded shorts. It might be
yeah,
too hot to wear the sweater, but I'm fired up for the fight tonight. Jacob, what are your predictions, buddy? What do you think?
let's just hope it doesn't end in 59 seconds. That's
Yeah, with Jake Paul with his brother. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I'm kind of gonna go more in depth with it. But who are you picking, buddy? Who do you think is gonna win?
Ooh, to be honest, I used to be a fan of Logan Paul, but now I kind of fell out of it.
Yeah,
so I'm probably gonna go with Mayweather.
you're going Floyd. Yeah, I mean, obviously Floyd is the big, like, obviously, like, expected to win. Logan's like the huge underdog in this. Obviously,
Definitely.
he's just starting his professional boxing career. I'm gonna tell everybody why I think Logan Paul is gonna shock the boxing world tonight. He's gonna shock the world in general. Like, this is his moment. He said it. I was watching his Impulsive
Give me
show.
a history lesson, bro. Give me
yes,
a
sir. I'm telling you, he moved away from Los Angeles. He moved away from all the distractions of Los Angeles to, like, for this fight. I'm telling you, he's been prepping for this since last summer. I remember him talking on his show and rumors about, getting a big fight in the future. He's like, well, you'll see, like, stay tuned kind of thing. Right. And, yeah, dude. And he just kept on saying, like, guys, like, I'm going to get back in the ring. I'm enjoying doing this. And, he's taken time away from doing his YouTube content, like his personal vlogging and stuff. Kind of took a break from that because he's training for this big fight. And he even said, I'm taking time away because I'm training for a fight. He didn't say who it was, when it was. He was training in the big gym. He's getting in shape. And he just, like, he's just so locked in right now. He's so focused. He even said, I'm moving away from LA. One, he said because the taxes are high and everything is locked down. He's like, fuck this. But, like, also it's because he wants to focus on his boxing career. And he even said the other day on his show, he was asked if he was going to go back to California. And he's like, no, I'm not going back to LA because I'm so locked in here and I'm so focused here. He bought a warehouse to build into, like, a boxing training gym. Him and Jake, I think it was him and Jake that I know he did. Like, they just, like, his management team, like, just helped him get that going. So he's locked in, bro. He's focused. And even he said to, like, Mike and George, his two buddies there and YouTubers as well. He's like, guys, like, I love having you guys here and you guys bring so much positive energy to me. Like, when I was in LA, but then, like, sometimes you distract me. I don't mean this in a bad way, but, like, basically said you guys would distract me from what I'm trying to do. Right. And, like, trying to get in the gym and, like, I'd be all fired up and you guys would come over and hang out. And then it's like, I got to train. Right. But I'm kind of in a different vibe. Right. It's just, now he's in Puerto Rico. He's away from the distractions in LA.
Really?
He's away from
in Puerto Rico, eh?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's got his own nice little place there, and he's just chilling and just focusing on boxing. And I'm telling you, he's been prepping for this for like the last, like, almost calendar year. I'm telling you, he's locked and ready, and he's gotten huge. He's so swole now too. Like, he's always been pretty deezed, but, like, he's looking really like in tremendous, like, almost like his physical peak that like anyone can ever be in. And I'm telling you, I think all those reasons that I said, no distractions anymore, no more bullshit like that, no more, like, drama, like LA drama. He's just locked in. He's focused on boxing, and I that's why I think he's gonna win. I know Floyd is Floyd, but
and I bet you most of the YouTubers that he knows are putting money on him. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, probably. Yeah. There's a lot of them that are on his side for sure. And again, go ahead, buddy.
I know also, I think Roman Atwood is also on their side as well.
Yes. Oh yeah. He's a good friend of them. And I know he is. Yeah, dude, like, it's just, I just think he's going to shock the world tonight. And hey, and if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong and people can shit on me if they want, if I'm wrong, but I'm really confident in this one. Again, Floyd Mayweather's 43 years old now.
Ooh.
He's older and slower. He's still, again, always working out though. Mike Tyson said last year when he was on Impulsive, he said that Floyd's always in the gym. Even when he says he's retired, he's always in the gym. So you can't always count him out too. Obviously, the greatest boxer of our generation, maybe of all time.
Float
But
like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
yeah, that's right, buddy. Muhammad Ali, that guy. Well, he's by default, he's the GOAT. But like I think in our generation, I think Floyd's the best fighter.
Oh,
But
100%. But for
yeah.
because I am Filipino, I think Pacquiao,
Mm-hmm.
on top for us.
Oh, Pacquiao's great too. He's had some really good fights in the past. But yeah, man, like I'm so stoked for this fight.
Dude.
I'm so ready. Like everyone's saying, like everyone's been shitting on Logan Paul since this was announced. And bro, he's just using all of that as motivation. And like,
Dude.
bro, you look like, I look at him, like he's like a foot taller than Floyd. He's got a longer wingspan. He's got I'm telling you, if he connects a punch, one thing Logan said too is if I connect a punch on him and it gets him good, he's fucked. Like I'm telling you right now, man, I'm so dialed in on this fight because like, again, being a big Logan Paul fan from his his YouTube content and just just the way he's changed himself over the years. I used to I used to hate the guy because I thought he was like, just because of his past, right? But like he's actually he's a pretty decent dude now, like he's 26 now. He's like more like focused. He said like, he even said like he's like he wants to get married soon, have kids, and be like, find a wifey, he said. So he's all locked in. He's done with like, he said he wants to settle down and change his lifestyle in some ways. And he's focused on what he wants to do here in boxing, and I respect that, dude. Like I totally respect that, and I think he's gonna upset the boxing world, man. I'm telling you, I just feel
So wait, you're not gonna be watching Taken with your girlfriend or anything?
No. This time we're watching the boxing match for sure. We're paying for it. We're gonna pay for the pay-per-view, and I'm so stoked, man. I'm so stoked. This one's actually worth it because it's Floyd Mayweather and like again Logan Paul.
Dude.
Like Jake Paul and Ben Askren was stupid. And apparently, like, I mean, Jake beat the shit out of him, but like apparently like the whole show before the main event was shit. Like it sucked. And a lot of people were upset. So I was kind of happy we didn't spend the money.
Good thing I didn't watch it either.
Oh, dude, it was garbage. And again, it was only a not even a minute fight. So there you go. But yeah, buddy, let's get going on. Let's get back in the mix here. But man, what about those Habs, eh? They're playing so good right now.
Thank God I'm on the bandwagon.
Oh, buddy, I'm telling you, you made a good choice. For anyone that doesn't know, Jacob gave up on the Leafs last Monday in between Game 7. And yes, he is on the dark side now on the Habs bandwagon.
If you guys are a follower of me, then you probably know Game 7. I was
looking at your story.
Instagram. I think you saw my Instagram story.
I did. I was laughing. I was like, no way, he's jumping ship. No. Don't worry. Hey, I got a jersey ready for you, eh? So we'll arrange when I pop by your crib and give it to you for sure. But dude,
I'll send you my address. Don't worry.
Yeah. Just send me for sure, bro. I'll definitely link you up with a jersey. I got tons of them that are just sitting around the house. Yeah, buddy.
Carey Price, man, he's
something else, man.
Like legit.
I'm telling you, like, I don't know if you saw the stat the other day too, but that this is the first time the Habs have won 5 straight road games in the playoffs since 1993.
Yeah, I think I saw that like one time.
That got me a little bit excited, man.
Dude,
I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but
I don't know. Yeah, as we're talking about the Habs, I'm getting chills right now.
Oh, dude, just again, 1993 was the last time they won the Stanley Cup, and that's a stat that they're bringing back. I'm not saying they're gonna win, but it gets me excited. It kind of just, you think about it, it crosses your mind, right? But man,
here's a shout out before the games. Crushing Cans are on their YouTube. So.
Oh yes, let's give a shout out to the Habs Tonight crew and got the Crushing Cans pregame show at 5:30. So if you're going to be watching before the game, give them a view.
I'm gonna be drinking a lot of cream soda.
There you go. That's crushing cans of cream soda. There you go.
And you know what? While we're talking about the Habs, how about the Jake Evans hit?
Oh yeah. So fuck, dude. That pissed me off so much, as a lot of you might have seen. I might have taken it a little bit overboard, but
in the hospital. Yeah, that's a
little bit overboard. But I was just so mad, and I'll explain why I was pissed off. Because Jake Evans, again, I've been watching the team all year, and he just really solidified himself on this team. He's become such an important player. Like, yeah, he doesn't score. He's not going to score you like 15, 20 goals a season, maybe. But he's just such an important player to have. He's just great two-way game. You know, he plays so responsible defensively. You can put him on the penalty kill. He can win faceoffs. You know, he's such a great defensive forward. The fans love him. He became an instant fan favorite this year. Like, people were seeing him play, and even me, I didn't really see much of him before in Laval. Like, I haven't really been watching their games, and then they called him up in the first game against Toronto. He played well. I was like, wow, this kid's gonna be great. And again, just seeing him become such a fan favorite and such an important player on this team. And in the Toronto series, he got hurt. He missed most of the series, came back, I think, in game 6, and obviously continued to perform at his highest and just great. And then obviously move on to the next series, right? And then game 1, he looked fantastic. And then the hit happened, and I was sitting here on my desk where I am right now, working on stuff, and
I was
watching the TV.
watching the game while working
and
on stuff as well.
I just get so mad because he just came off the IR, and now he's got to go back on it, and he's been playing so good. And again, such a great player. Like, there's so many great things on the ice, and it was just frustrating. Like, I would have still been angry if it was somebody else, but just how well he's become, and he's just been like so low key. Like the Hab fans know about him, but not really the rest of the league. You know, he's underrated in a sense. And just seeing that happen to him just got me so mad. And especially like the circumstances of it. It was like, oh my God.
And now Mark Schiefle he's suspended for 4 games.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Honestly, I'm okay with 4.
And his family's getting social media backlash as well.
Yeah. I'll go into that in a second. But like the hit, I'm just breaking down the hit. It's like you look at so many angles of it. When a guy's wrapping the puck around like that, from what, again, me playing hockey, I know this. Usually the first thing you do is you see a guy trying to wrap around, you stick check the fuck out of that guy. You try to poke that puck away as much as possible. Use the body, don't get me wrong. You stick check him and maybe throw in a hit to box him out. But Schiefle was, the stick was nowhere near the puck. Like him trying to defensive on side on the puck. Nowhere near. Just clear cut, just takes his head off. And I'm just like, why? Like, you could have easily hit him, stick checked him, boxed him out. And he just, no, like it just like could cause a really severe injury.
I think I had nightmares after that.
Oh, it was horrible. I was so mad after the game. We won game 1, and I was just so pissed. Like I was so happy, like, we won the game. And then right after the hit,
you realized Jake Evans got.
Yeah, and there's again such a player that I personally love, man. I love the kid so much, and it was his birthday, which was on top of it. That was the worst.
No,
it was his birthday. He turned 25. He's the same age as me, man. Both born the same year, man. And he just, it was his birthday and his dad's birthday apparently too.
No,
apparently, yeah, that's even worse. And my heart just bleeds for the family. He has concussion history apparently too. He has a history of concussions. I know it's a very sad incident.
It's probably a reminder of, don't remind me again, please.
Yeah.
Reminder John.
Yeah, I know that was a sad injury too. That was devastating. And I'm glad he's doing okay, for the record. I want to say I'm glad he was skating before the series ended. I'm like, good to see. Exactly. He's all right.
It's probably because like concussion protocols, he's trying to, see if he's all right.
Concussions are hard, man. Like concussions, like one day you can feel
one day you feel fine, next day you're basically laying on your bed.
Yeah, and you can't get out. Yeah, trust me, I've talked to so many people that have had concussions, and they are the worst injuries. You can't predict them either, because you'll feel fine for like a year, and then you can get hit again, and then could be, God forbid, you could be fucked for the rest of your life.
You know what? We
Right?
should have a concussion expert on this podcast.
That would be amazing. You know who is Dan Carcillo?
Oh,
He
yes. Let's get him. Okay,
he
yeah.
advocates a lot for the head injuries and mental health. He would. Hey, Carcillo, bro, if you're watching, I'd like to have you on, man. So we'll try and keep in touch. Yeah, we'll go into the Mark Scheifelewis's family thing. How I feel about that, like, yeah, like you shook your head, and I agree. Like, be mad at him, be mad at Mark. Don't get his family. Don't get his family.
Don't bring his family up. That's one thing you don't want to do.
Don't bring the family in it. Again, he deserves a public the backlash for what he did. He was trying to hunt heads all night, throwing elbows and playing dirty. I think he elbowed Sherratt before that hit on Evans. So he did. So,
and I think he took responsibilities also. So
it took him a couple of days, but yeah, he did take responsibility. I mean, he said, "Yeah, I wish him well." And the Jets barely said anything on their Twitter. They barely said they barely did. I think it was the outrage from the league that was from the fans. I mean, around the league that were like kind of caved them into like making a statement. But man, oh man, it's
one thing is don't bring the family up.
Yeah, don't bring the moms, dads, girlfriends, whatever. Don't
kids,
get them involved.
Whatever, if they have kids, dogs, whatever.
Yeah, you name it. Just criticize him. That's fine. He deserves it because he was being stupid all game, and he deserves the backlash. Not the death threats, but the backlash. But the regular backlash, like, oh, you're an idiot or something, right? But like, don't be bringing his family into this. Family did nothing wrong. They're just his family, right? So
yeah.
Whoever did that, I mean, it wasn't just Hab fans. People were assuming right away it was Hab fans, but there was a lot of fans around the league that were outraged by that hit. So good to see the community come together and be like, yeah, that was a dirtbag play. And honestly, like, I moved past it. I really feel for Evans.
Same. I moved past it as well.
I'm not really angry about it anymore because, hey, the league handled it properly. I think 4 games was good.
Yeah, same.
That's the most he's gonna get for playoffs. Like playoffs, you're not gonna get more than 4 games for something like that for pretty much anything. Playoffs are pretty lenient because they don't want to be responsible for fans being pissed about they're one of their best players getting tossed out of a couple of games, right? But again, the league handled that one properly, so I'm not. I'm not upset about it anymore. Even the Habs, the team, were like, we're just trying to move past it and play the next game. And that's the right attitude to have. And tonight's, again, game 3.
Dude. All we need is a stranglehold and we're good.
Buddy. Good. Damn right, buddy. I'm telling you, I'm really ecstatic for this game tonight. Back at the Bell Center, I mean, 2,500 fans.
Oh, 2,500? Dude, 2,500 is going to sound like
25,000.
Yeah.
Have you seen that clip of that guy, the Hab fan?
Oh,
2,500 is gonna sound like 25,000. Here, I'm gonna play it.
Oh.
I made a TikTok of it earlier, so I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it.
Yo, 2,500 will feel like 25,000. I swear to God.
Yo. That guy's a legend. They keep on talking about him on Twitter now. All I see on game day for Habs Twitter is 2,500 is gonna sound like 25,000 or gonna feel like 25,000. Yeah. That's all we tweet. This guy's a legend.
With fans in the stand is a big difference.
Oh, it makes a huge difference, buddy. I'm telling you. Especially, do you remember that game 6, man? It was booming.
Dude,
Habs and Leaf fans were there, and it was just absolutely booming, and I loved it. I was so happy.
We can't even get more than 2,500.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, we're getting there though.
We're just close.
We're getting close, and let's move into the next topic about kind of similar to this. So yeah, I know. Canadian federal government. I think you know what I'm talking about. Canadian federal government gives a travel exemption to NHL teams, which honestly, like at first I was kind of like, why do they get an exemption but other people don't? But you know what, it's like, I think honestly this is a sign that things are finally going to change and we're going to finally kind of start going back to some normalcy. So I'm kind of having a little bit more of a positive outlook on it, because earlier in the week I kind of had a negative outlook on it. Now I'm kind of thinking more of like a positive outlook, and I think it's just things are gonna get better. I think that's just a start, right? It's just a start.
I can't wait until the Jays come back. So
Me too. And the Raptors too, eh?
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, the Raptors don't feel like they're at home in Tampa.
I know. I think that's why they missed the playoffs this year. It was a tough one to not play in front of that Raptors faithful, you know? It's a different
It's a different atmosphere, basically.
that's the word. Yeah, you took the word right out of my mouth, brother. That's exactly what it is. It's a different vibe, man. Like I'm telling you, playing a Scotiabank Center now, but like Air Canada, Scotiabank, whatever you want to call it. But
Hey, I
playing
still
in
call
that
it Air
arena.
Canada, so well,
Honestly, me too. That's just what I'm used to. Just the ACC. That's all. I'm just used to calling it the ACC. You know, for like my whole childhood and stuff, right? So, yeah, man. I'm
I
happy
can't
about
wait.
that.
I just can't wait until everybody.
Yeah,
back on.
I'm so happy that they're not going to be doing this like bubble city.
Hey,
You know what I
maybe
mean?
one day we'll go in person.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure, man. It's gonna be good. Fuck. I mean, hopefully by next year, maybe they'll start letting fans in, maybe full capacity, maybe in a year. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll see, you know.
I'm getting chills talking about it now.
Oh yeah, dude. It's great. It's great. I think we're gonna start seeing a little bit of normalcy again. Hopefully. I hope we just pray every day, but
Pray to God.
you just never know, right? But
Pray
everything
to
seems to be
God,
opening up again. But yeah, so let's get back in the mix for actually this is another one, basketball. We're gonna talk about the big upset from the NBA first
Oh, yo.
quarterfinals.
Big dude, I swear. When I saw
wanna
the
say it,
final
Jacob?
score, oh my God.
You want to present the headline there, Jacob, of what our discussion's gonna be?
First time in a few years. LeBron, Steph Curry, not in the finals.
Yes, since
What?
2010. Since 2010.
That is shocking. Like,
Yeah, I know, right? The fact that they have just the fact like how dominant they both were, it's crazy, eh? Like just to think
Dude.
about. Because I remember like 2010, the NBA Finals when the Lakers and the Celtics went to Game 7, and Kobe and the
classic
Lakers
rivalry.
and Kobe just played like so good in that final against the Celtics. He just, oh my God, I still remember it so fondly. He just would kill that team, kill every team in the playoffs, man. Kobe was just, and then now you just again LeBron with the super teams in Miami, and then goes back to
still
Cleveland.
remember the Toronto.
Yeah, and like all the stuff, man. Like just yeah, and I was like thinking about it before. I was like, wow, since 20, yeah, this is like 2011, 2012, 2013, and 14. LeBron was all in the finals. Even 15, 16, 17, 18, like for 8 years.
Oh my God.
Pretty much 8 years, I think. I don't want to do the math right away, but like, yeah, like pretty much 8 seasons in a row, LeBron was in the finals.
Dude,
and then 2019 was the Raptors, which the 2-year anniversary of that's coming up. We'll do a special episode for that.
Hey, yo, we should have done an anniversary of the shot. Like seriously.
Oh yeah, I know. We should have. That's okay though. It's okay.
Hey,
it's all good.
We'll get the anniversary. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, but the championship for me was the most important, like them winning it. So that's all good. But yeah, man, it's just crazy how like LeBron, like the Lakers just fell apart before the season ended. They had some key injuries like LeBron, AD, and just and they signed Andre Drummond. He didn't really help, obviously, because they're out. But like, man, it's just crazy how man, honestly, like I've been so like up and down with LeBron since like 2010.
Yeah, I've been like that.
Fuck, like I hate him one day, and then one day I like him. Yeah, like honestly,
it's
like
basically like a cheating girlfriend kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship, and I'm telling you, like, it's just like he frustrates me in so many ways, but then he's such a great ball player too. It's like personally, like away from the court, I literally think he's human fucking garbage. Like I am not afraid to say that he is a piece of shit. But on the court, he is such a great ball player. But even still, like even in those last minutes of the game, I don't know if you were watching the highlights, but he just like quit on the team.
Good.
He was quitting. Like he wasn't getting his way. He wasn't getting calls, and he'd be turning over the ball. And instead of running to the other end of the court, he'd be screaming at the ref. Like, dude, what kind of like leadership is that?
I don't know if it's ego or is it like He's getting
1,000%. It's a mix of both. He's what, 36 now? He's getting older. I think there's younger and maybe even better players that are gonna, eventually he's not gonna be like as talked about as he is right now. Eventually he's gonna be a bench player in a couple of years, maybe, because his decline, he's not like totally declined, but he's gonna start really declining because his body's getting older and the injuries are starting to rack up. And he just, oh my God, he's such an enigma, like he's just such a mystery. Like one day I'm like, oh, he's so great. And then some days I'm
And
like,
the next day I was like, okay.
He could be easily the most hated athlete of our generation.
Dude.
It's crazy, like, to think about, eh? Like just some things he says and has done in the past.
Something
I'm like,
about
dude,
him
what
that I
the
don't
fuck?
know about him. Like, seriously.
Man, again, there's just sometimes where I like him, and sometimes I'm like, dude, you're just a fucking clown.
Steph Curry is kind of a goat as well, so.
I like Steph Curry. I mean, I didn't really like him when they faced the Raptors, but yeah, I respect him though.
For our viewers, we're kind of biased, so
that's okay. No, honestly, like even Steph Curry too. Like I'm thinking about it, like he's still great, but do you ever think like maybe that those stacked teams that they had, those super teams they had in Golden State for all those years, that maybe like that was like the reason why he looks so good? Because now they're not as talented, they're not as stacked, and he's not winning. I know he's getting older, but like, yeah, it's something to think about. Like he's still playing like fantastic basketball, but he can't, maybe he just, again, because they had so many good teams, like with good players in the past, he didn't have to carry them. Sometimes he had to, but like some games, but not entirely, because you had Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. Klay and Draymond are still there. Other great supporting cast players, but like, man, it's just something to think about. Maybe he's
if the NBA like had a regular like salary cap, would it still be like it today?
It'd be like the NHL, where the teams are fairly balanced, and you wouldn't have like 5 different players going to one team, like what happened with the Brooklyn Nets this year, right? With Harden and Blake Griffin went over. So
like imagine if it's like the NHL, and it wouldn't be like
no, it would not be like what it is for sure. Sometimes I think the NHL's cap system is better because of that, prevent that kind of bullshit from happening. So you know what I mean? Yeah, buddy, for sure. But we're gonna go back into hockey here. So we're gonna talk about kind of a bombshell, I guess you can say. Seth Jones. Apparently, his rumor has it that he is leaving Columbus.
Guys, whatever we do, we're washing our hands. We did not say this.
No, this is coming from insiders. I'm gonna look it up on Twitter because I remember hearing this from from insiders on Twitter. So,
like I said, it's not coming from us; it's coming from them.
Yep.
So
let me see, because I want to get the facts straight before we start. Where the fuck is this?
Hold on, let me see.
Oh, Elliot Friedman. Okay, yeah, this is so Seth Jones has informed the Columbus Blue Jackets that he will not be resigning at this time and intends to test the free agent market next offseason, so 2022, per Elliot Friedman. So I wanted to get I wanted to get the source right, because you want to start saying things without any sources, right? It's all fake news going around these days. So but I'm looking at here. I think he's not as good as everyone thinks he is. A lot of his advanced stats, he was one of the worst defensemen in the league this year.
In his earlier career, I think he's all right, but now he
was, I think last year in the playoffs, he looked really good. He was a little bit overvalued, a little bit overemphasized. But yeah, I'm looking at some of these stats. Like I don't really understand a lot of these advanced stats, but this is from Evolving Wild. This is my source, Evolving Wild. I guess they're like a hockey stats Twitter page. Yeah. Seth Jones doesn't want to resign with Columbus after next year. Probably a good thing for the Blue Jackets, to be honest. Showing a lot of these stats here. Total time on ice. and like stats aren't that great. I'm guessing. Yeah, his time on ice and stuff has gone down,
And the thing
a lot of
is,
other things too. I guess. Like I don't know.
I wonder how Yarmo and John Davidson gonna feel about this.
Like they probably looked at the stat. Like I mean, they don't really have much else aside from him, and aside from Zach Werenski, they don't really have a lot much else aside from him and Jones. So that it's
especially what's gonna happen like in the off season because of Seattle.
Yeah. It's just one of those ones like where he hasn't been that great for them, but it's a bad loss too. And
to be honest, I think they should first think about the Seattle draft and then reassess the Seth Jones situation after.
True. They're probably not going to protect him if he doesn't want to be back. They're probably not going to protect him.
Yeah, they're
probably not. Well, actually, I lied. Sorry, that's not a good take because why would they let him go for nothing, right? So they probably are going to protect him, trade him, and get something for him, and then that team's going to have to sign Seth Jones to an extension. So sorry, that was a horrible take, guys. I'm sorry. That was stupid. I did not think before I said that. But so here's some this is from Sportsnet. So Sportsnet, who wrote this article? Mike Johnston. Okay, I just want again talking about sources, right? So Mike Johnston wrote this article and he said this is the 2013 fourth overall pick, adding him, what this would mean and which teams would be on the list in his opinion. So we got the LA Kings. Let me see.
To be honest, the Kings could, depending on their situation and their, I think, do they have any salary cap in here?
I don't know. It doesn't say. I would imagine. I mean, like again, if whoever trades for him, Seth Jones, it's going to be a package deal. You're probably going to be looking at a good roster player and a draft pick. That's probably what's going to happen. I don't know what his value's at. Obviously, I'm not an insider or fucking GM.
We can try and check Cap Friendly.
Yeah, you go to Cap Friendly. Yeah, I mean, they're saying here, you could have both Jones and Drew Doughty on the right side. That would help their top four. Yeah. We got the Chicago Blackhawks here.
Seth Jones cap hit.
That would be a good fit. I think Seth Jones in Chicago would be a good fit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be a good fit.
From what I saw, his accumulated daily cap hit is 5.0. No,
$5 million, eh? Wow, that's a lot. 5.4. Wow. Sorry, I'm circling back to the Kings. The Kings have a lot of good prospects on hand right now, and they might have to give up one. Quinton Byfield, yes. Gabe Vilardi, Arthur Kaliev, Rasmus Kapari, Akil Thomas is great too. I like him, and Alex Turcotte. So they have a lot of prospects. They might have to give up one of those guys maybe to get him.
I think it's risky, one of those guys,
or somebody below them.
Maybe two of them and a draft pick could work.
I honestly think it's going to be one player, either a good roster player or one prospect and a pick. But I think Columbus is going to look for a prospect because they're kind of going towards that rebuilding mode. So, the Blackhawks too.
Pittsburgh on there.
Edmonton, I think Pittsburgh. I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna see. I think Pittsburgh might be.
I wonder what
on there. No Pittsburgh. No Pittsburgh.
I wonder what Brian Burke and Ron Hextall is gonna do there.
Yeah, they have a lot of issues at hand. The Oilers, so with Larson and Tyson Berry both set to hit the open market. Oh wow, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, Oscar Clefbaum, surgery repaired shoulder. That could be a good fit.
Especially with helping out Connor McDavid.
Yeah, he Seth Jones would do well on the power play with McDavid there and a couple of those guys. That would be a good looking power play. So Seth's always moved the puck really well. So we got the Flyers.
Ooh.
Matt Niskanen's unexpected retirement last year, no doubt, hurt Philly's defense this past season. Allowed the NHL worst 3.52 goals against per game. Obviously, losing a right-handed defenseman like that is, bad loss. Niskanen was pretty important on the back end there. Flyers aren't going to lose anybody of consequence in free agency, which means Chuck Fletcher could look to move a few bodies to clear up cap space. Kevin Hayes and Claude Giroux are the only Flyers with no movement clauses, although Fletcher has not been tremendously aggressive on the trade market since joining the organization. Hypothetical top pair of Jones and Provorov. Ooh, that would be nice.
Whoa.
Would be a stiff challenge for any forward. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Man, that would be a really mean first pairing.
Yeah.
Ivan Provorov's a very gritty, nasty defenseman. He would be, and having Seth Jones with like the speed and good puck moving, be a great first pairing. I would freaking take that any day of the week.
Yeah, I would take that too as well.
So the next one, we got the Montreal Canadiens, which honestly, I don't know if I'm looking more into it, man. Like the fact that his stats were really bad. And again, one of the worst statistical defensemen in the league this year. Not good.
It could be interesting. It could be not.
Maybe a change of scenery could be good for him, but like, man, it's a concern.
Depending on what Bergerman's gonna do. But.
Yeah, here we got the Canadiens were almost mentioned. So the Canadiens were also mentioned by Portsline in this article. I guess there's another article. But anyways, Montreal has extra second, third, and fourth round picks in 2021. And Thomas Tatar, Philip Deneau, Joel Armia, Eric Stahl, Corey Perry, and Eric Gustafson are all slated to come off the books at the end of the season.
Right.
So there's going to be lots of cap space. That's a lot of free agents. I hope they keep Perry.
Yeah.
Deneau, I'm on the fence about, but not for his asking price that rumored at the beginning of the season. The rest of them are depth
Eric
guys.
Stahl's a bust.
Yeah, he's not the same anymore. I was pretty stoked about him at first. I was like, hey, he might actually, he might sell some hockey. But
now thinking about it,
he's slow, man. He looks really slow out there.
He's up there. He's slow. He's old.
Sad to see, but it happens to the best of them.
He's not the same as when he was in Carolina.
No, not at all. Even Minnesota, he played fantastic for a couple of years there, but yeah, not the same player. So maybe it's too on the nose, but Jones would be an ideal succession plan for Shea Weber if the team looked to move his remaining term that ties up more than $7.75 million in cap space. Weber, who turns 36 in August, still has an additional 5 years remaining on his contract. You know who started that? Was stupid Philadelphia. In 2012, they offer sheeted Weber when he was a restricted free agent, gave him this ridiculous contract. And Nashville matched it because, again, they lost Ryan Suter and they had nobody else, so they had no choice. So
who's going to take that cap hit?
I know. Man, it's hard. Jeff Petrie and Joel Edmondson are also locked up for at least another 3 years, which I am okay with. Man, Edmondson's been great, and Petrie. Well, Petrie's been inconsistent lately, but again, Petrie is. What's that, buddy?
Have they posted the lineup for tonight?
I haven't seen it yet. No, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, so a lot of cap space things.
We'll see what happens.
We got two more. We got Detroit. It wouldn't all be too surprising if Steve Yzerman decides to make a splash this summer. Yeah, they can use a splash, Detroit. They haven't really been, Detroit currently has 12 picks in the 2021 draft. That's really fucking good. Seven of which are in the first 3 rounds.
Wow. Okay.
2 first rounders, 3 second rounders, and 2 thirds. That's really, really good.
Okay, yeah. They're locked and loaded right now.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, Dylan Larkin is the only notable player with the Red Wings currently to be signed beyond 2022. Ironically, if Columbus is seeking roster players over draft picks, Larkin would perhaps be Detroit's best trade chip. Oh, wow, really? Oh, man, I don't know. Dylan Larkin is just one of those players, though. He's just so, he's so good on both ends of the ice. I like players like him. I play a full, complete game, and he just does it all. Ooh, trading for Seth Jones, though? I don't know, man. That's
Ah,
but again, Detroit's kind of heading towards that direction. They traded Mantha. That was a surprise trade. I didn't expect him to trade
God.
Anthony Mantha,
Same.
right? So
Right.
if he, and I thought he was going to be one of the core pieces for the future, but obviously not. So
Nope.
I think anyone's expendable at that point. So we'll see what happens there. And then last but not least, we got the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
especially with the amount of players leaving.
Yes. Let's see what it says about Toronto. If trade speculation involving a star player occurs and the Toronto Maple Leafs aren't included in the rumors, did it really even happen? Oh, please stop with your Leaf bias. Leaf Nation is once again. I hate Sportsnet for their Leaf bias. They're going to
No,
That's a
no
disgust.
thanks, but yeah, same. Thank you.
Honestly, like we'll talk about that in another episode. But
Yeah,
Leaf Nation is once again reeling following the team's latest 3-1 collapse. We all know about that.
yep.
No one's surprised such the fan base is calling for a significant off-season trade to improve the roster. Maybe.
To be honest, I heard Kyle Dubas probably going to trade the top prospect. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Let's see. The Leafs are light on picks and prospects. Yeah, they're really thin right now.
They went all out for nothing.
Not good. It's not good.
Legit, all out for nothing.
So we'll get into that in a second for sure. But Dubas decides a major shakeup is needed, potentially dangle an asset like Mitch Marner, who underperformed in the postseason, finishing fourth in the league scoring. That would be a horrible trade, trading him for Marner.
Yo, guess what I heard?
Horrible.
Okay, I basically saw a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was on TSN.
Mm-hmm.
The title said, should the Leafs trade Mitch Marner? That's what I think I saw.
Nah, dude, they shouldn't. He's so talented. He's so good, man. Don't trade him. I'm telling you, don't trade him.
And I think it was a segment on Overdrive. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Dude, I'm telling you, but Marner does so many good things. Like, I know he struggled, but you don't want to trade a guy like that. Like, he's so good. He's such a talented player. That's what I mean. Leaf fans are like saying trade him and stuff. I'm like, you're wilding the fuck out. Like, no
Especially
way,
with
man.
Contract.
Yeah, dude.
Who would even pay trade for that guy? Like, with the contract,
somebody would. No, I think you know what? I think somebody would because he's Mitch Marner. He's a great hockey player, man.
True.
It's not like he's an overpaid bum, right? Like, he's actually like so good.
Unless the Leafs can.
He's useful.
The salary cap. So
maybe. So
they have a lot of free agents over there.
Yes, they do. And you were saying too, buddy, about how they went all in for nothing. And yeah, they have no first round pick this year. Again,
I think I think they have a second, a fifth, and a sixth.
Oh man, that is so bad.
I think the sixth.
Fuck, man, that just
conditional six.
It just blew up in their face, and I wanted to get into this too. I said this on Twitter. It was, again, I love Nick Foligno. I love everything he does on the ice.
Probably gonna go back to Columbus. That's what I'm saying.
And they just gave up a first round pick for a guy that scored 0 goals for them.
Dude.
He didn't even score a single goal.
And dude, he's been injured for most of the time.
Yeah, that's who. Oh man, that is.
Dude,
they are in a tough spot.
Basically, they traded Foligno and Nason, and then they got rid of their first.
Yep.
Oh, that could be late. But
so bad. So, dude, they don't have many picks in the draft, like you said. They're second.
They got a second, a fifth, and a conditional sixth, I think.
Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad for the situation they're in now. That is really bad. So Leaf fans are panicking. You have a right to be scared.
Push the panic button. Is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, like Leaf fans that are worried about the team's future, like, you have a right to be worried because, again, they've been successful in the regular season and in the standings the last maybe 5 years. Yeah, 5 years.
And guess what? Man. Next year, they have a first, a second, and a seventh for next year.
That's it?
Yes.
Holy shit.
That'd be a cap friendly.
Oh my, no, that's a legitimate source. Holy shit. I didn't realize how bad it was.
And then they're back. They're
Wow.
back on for 2023. They have all their picks.
Okay, well, for now, unless they trade them.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
that's so
basically,
bad. I didn't realize how bad that situation was.
so we got Simmons is gone. Well,
Oh,
Simmons.
probably, yeah.
We
Felino's
got
gone.
Hyman. We got Riley Nash. I don't even know why we traded for him.
He's a good depth player. It was worth a shot.
We got Chucky.
Oh, Galchenyuk, yeah.
We got Spezza, Thornton. Then we got Dermott, of course, Marinson.
He's garbage.
We
No
got
offense to him, but he's not that good.
we got Ben Hutton. We got Bogo, Zach Bogosian.
Yes.
Then we got David Riddick, and then Freddie Anderson.
Yeah, dude, they have a lot of guys on the table there. It's gonna ban.
Not only that, they have Phil Kessel's contract as well.
Well, yeah, like retaining 50%, which isn't that bad. Oh yeah, because Phil Kessel's contract is gonna expire,
Yeah.
isn't it? Oh wow.
No, it's 2 years, 2021, 2020.
Oh, okay.
And not only
that's
that,
nice.
they have Mikhail Grabowski's buyout contract.
Yeah, that's right. They have a lot of buyout contracts still on the maps. It's that's part of it though. But they're still fucking paying them, eh? That's crazy. They're still paying them. That's fucking nuts, man.
And then non-roster, we got Patan. He's done.
Yeah, I like Patan though. I'm kind of sad that he didn't. Sad to see he didn't go by.
We got Scott Southern.
Yeah, he's just a fourth liner, AHL player at best. He's just not much of a loss there. There's a lot of guys. Yeah,
layers.
A lot of expiring contracts. Yeah, buddy, it's gonna be interesting, man. Dubas, he's got a lot of work coming up to him, man. He's got a lot going.
Their cap hit is their final is not even that much.
They're gonna lose a lot of those guys, though.
It's not even that. Their final cap space is not even that much.
Yeah, they don't have much cap space, man, and again, you got the expansion draft too, and just half of those guys
are a lot. Wow.
Yep. Oh, buddy, trust me. It's the Leafs have a lot of work to do. Dubas has got a lot of work. Yeah, good you hopped off. Oh man, that's great. Yeah, so we're gonna go into one more hockey thing and then we have one more topic before we wrap it up. But yeah, we just saw Team Canada just won the 2021 IIHF World Championship, the spring tournament they have every year. It was during the playoffs. I love that tournament. But good, gotta give a shout out to Team Canada. Great job, boys.
Plus, most of their rosters are basically like whoever's team's been eliminated. They basically send their Canadian players over there.
That's right, buddy. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, whatever teams get eliminated, they just send all their some of them though, not all of them. Some of them are like they have the choice to go, right? So I think this year was a little bit harder to do that because of COVID. But in past years when they've done it, obviously they can just, for example, like I don't know, Barzal and the Islanders get eliminated, and then Barzal's like, oh, I'm gonna go play for Team Canada. So he just flies over to wherever it is, and then they play, right? So
but yeah, congrats to Team Canada.
Yes, great job, boys. One player that really stuck out, I was watching Sportsnet highlights today, and Gerard Gallant is the coach of the Canadian team for that tournament. Great coach, by the way. Great guy, too. Talked about Andrew Mangiapane. Well, yeah, Mangiapane. I call it Mangiapane because we're Italian. That's how you say it, Mangiapane. And
it's just I'm Canadian. I call it Mangiapane.
That's okay, buddy. We like the whole pronunciation thing. I go Mangiapane, and yeah, Mangiapane is such a great player. For Calgary, I'm telling you, like he is just.
He's gonna be a stud in a few years.
He was and he was talking about him. He's saying he played great for Canada in that series. He kind of carried the team throughout the whole tournament. And man, great. I love that guy, man. I would take him on the Habs any day of the week. If Calgary's Calgary's kind of in a weird spot right now. They
They're
might blow it up.
basically in a limbo, like retooling, rebuilding kind of limbo.
I think they're going to rebuild. They might trade guys like Monahan and Gaudreau. I've been hearing that a little bit here and there. I don't know how true that is, but if that is true and there's guys available.
Yeah.
No, I've been seeing just on Twitter and stuff and other insiders potentially saying, but man, I would love to have a guy like him on the Habs. If he's available, Bergevin at least has to make a call for a guy like that. He's great, especially if we lose.
It's gonna be though.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? You gotta. But again, if we are losing a guy like Joel Armia or Thomas Tatar, we're losing a contract like that. Hey, I'd be so down.
I'll take him in a heartbeat.
Oh fuck! I'll get his jersey, 100%.
I'll get his jersey.
Eat bread. That's what his name means in English. Eat bread.
Oh, breadwinner. Oh,
yeah, bread eater. Yeah. Eat bread. That's what Manjapani means. Eat bread.
Dude, I swear. The more that I know, like seriously.
Yeah, buddy, that's good.
The history lessons. Why not?
Yeah, it's a little Italian lesson today, And that's why I like Nick Foligno too. Like I've said, Nick Foligno, he's got the Italian touch, That's
it,
and
he's also been wearing his father's hat as well.
Oh, that was cool. I thought that was pretty mints when he did that. I was like, good for him.
I was like,
oh man. One more. We're gonna go into one more thing actually before we wrap this up. A big trade in the NFL this morning. Got Julio Jones. Got Julio Jones heading to the Tennessee Titans for a second and fourth round pick. Second round pick in 2022 and a fourth round pick in 2023. And the Falcons will receive a sixth rounder from the Titans along with Julio Jones. I don't know if you heard the story. No, I'm telling you, second, third round picks are the same value as a first in the NHL. I'm telling you, like the NFL, like anything's possible. There's so many positions and there's so many great players. Like
true. It's not like
you
the
can,
NHL.
Yeah, the NHL, you got your first couple of rounds, you'll have like great players, but you'll have like the first couple of rounds you have good players, and after that it's kind of like meh. But like the NFL, dude, you can have a sixth rounder become like the best player ever. Look at Tom Brady; he was like a seventh rounder, and look what he's done, right? So,
or you can have like some guy on a Netflix series trying out for their team.
Yeah, man, exactly. Like it's just anything's possible, right? So like that's why, like I'm saying, when you give up draft picks, it's just such a crapshoot because, like even with the Leafs, right? You give up half your draft picks in like the next 2 years. And some of those picks you gave away could end up becoming good pieces. Dude. It's just it's such a crapshoot.
Look at how many draft picks that the Leafs been trading.
Yeah.
Luka Rask.
Oh.
Alexander Steen.
Oh, that was a bad trade. Yeah, some of those really blew up in their face too. They traded him and Koliakovo. I remember that.
Carla Koliakovo.
Yeah. Shout out to him. I know we've been trying to get him on the show, but certain things are holding him back, which is okay. We understand, Carlo. Yeah. Again, you're a fellow Italian. Hopefully we're paisans, and like I understand, dude. It's all good. It's all good, man. But yeah, man, the Tennessee Titans, their offense is so good now. Like, so you have AJ Brown, you have Derrick Henry at running back. And now you have Julio Jones. You got the two great receivers in Brown and
I'm probably gonna pick them up on my fantasy team now.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, the way their offense is rolling, dude. Try your best, buddy. Try your best to get them. They're gonna be a scary team. I know they have Ryan Tannehill. He's not a bad quarterback.
I had him one time, I think.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's not like amazing. He's not like one of the top QBs in the league. But he's a great game manager, and he just gets the job done. He's not going to score you not going to get you 5 touchdown passes a game, but he manages down the field really well, manages the ball, and can't go wrong with that.
Will I get them to the Super Bowl? That's the question.
That's a tough question. They could, man. They have the team. It's just, if they show up, right? That's the whole other Because you could just have one bad game in the playoffs, and just like they did last year, right? Baltimore beat them, and
because it's like a 1-and-out series.
it's 1-0, man. So you got one opportunity, and that's it, right? So, I mean, personally, like if you shut down Derrick Henry, their offense is like this was last year, right? Like you shut down Derrick Henry, which is extremely hard. That guy is a monster, but they did that in the playoffs. They shut down Derrick Henry, and they lost, right? He carries a lot of their offense, but now they have AJ Brown and Julio Jones, just great guys, great players to have around you. And obviously Tannehill's got the tools now, man. He's got the tools to be successful. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, and could he go all the way though? That's the big question.
Could they beat the Chiefs though? That to get out of the AFC. That's the real question.
Could they beat Tampa?
Oh yeah, that would be a good Super Bowl, eh? Tampa and Tennessee.
Oh, dude, Tampa and if we have Tampa and Kansas City again, okay.
Man,
I'm on for it.
It could happen. It could happen, dude. I'm telling you, because again, the Chiefs are the Chiefs, and Tampa Bay just kept all their starters. They re-signed all their starters from the Super Bowl, so they're not changing anything. So it might just happen again, dude. It might just happen again, dude. Who knows, man?
I just can't wait. I can't wait for NFL season to start.
Yeah, me too, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good season. The Patriots loaded up and Jacksonville with
Jacksonville with Urban Meyer.
And you got Trevor Lawrence, and you got my dude Tim Tebow back. Fucking Dave, have you seen the pictures of Tebow?
Oh yeah,
he's jacked, bro. See his arms? He looks like he's been like doing curls in the gym with like the Bible and freaking just doing curls with like the big Bibles like that.
Oh yeah, because I think he was born in the Philippines. That's why.
Yes, he was. Yeah. I love Tim Tebow. I know he's kind of like one of those guys people don't like because he's just not great at any of the sports he's played. But
and speaking of Tim Tebow, they have the quote in the University of Florida. That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They have a plaque of the quote.
He is a Florida Gators legend.
Dude.
Yeah, he's Florida Gators, just absolute legend down there. He's done so fucking good for man. He did so much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, buddy. No, I'm happy to see him back in the NFL. He won't be playing quarterback, but he'll be playing tight end. I think he's better. I think I'll be better because he didn't really have a great arm. He ran really well. So putting him at tight end or something on offense is better.
I just can't wait to
we'll see how he does. Yeah, for sure. I might get a Tebow jersey. We'll see. I'm thinking about it. I'm considering it.
Hey, how about this? Get Tebow jersey and do the Tebowing. How about that?
Yeah, buddy. I'll do that any day of the week, man. He's just such a likable person. I don't know. I love the guy. I've always liked him. Just a gentleman.
Especially him speaking Bible quotes.
Yeah, he's like very religious. It's just like he's not like he just the thing is he follows it really like seriously too. Like the religion, like his being Christian, like bro, he is so serious about it. Like bro, he's such a like very devout Christian. Like a lot of people like don't as follow the rules. Like not everyone completely follows like the Christianity book when they even if they follow it, but he's so devout and he just has like. And I respect that, and people didn't like that, but honestly, I respect that about him. He's a good person.
I honestly do respect that.
Yeah, man, I respect that.
Especially when you're born in the Philippines,
yeah, bro, for sure. He's
there in the Philippines is very.
He's born in the motherland.
No, they're very religious. Like I.
Swear. Yes, they are. Yes, that's a very spiritual land, country. Sorry,
from my experience, I can tell.
Yes. Yeah, no, there people there are very God-fearing people, and they're good people down in the Philippines. I love that country. Can't go wrong.
Except when it's hot outside.
Oh, it must be a scorcher. It must be heaters out there, eh?
And every time there's a lot of bugs as well.
Oh yeah, you've been down there, eh?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man.
And the thing is, some of the houses they don't even have like
Air conditioning.
bathtub. They don't have bathtubs.
Oh, geez, that's
Like legit.
really
So basically, from history lesson for you guys.
sure.
So
Do it up.
basically, for the Philippines, you know how there's like the huge tub, right? Like the bucket thing.
Hmm.
We don't even have like we only use like the buckets to like. So we don't even have showers.
Oh wow, that's pretty serious.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why it's considered like a third world country.
Yeah, they are considered. Yeah, it's okay though. Like hopefully,
yeah.
they get
And
the
plus,
resources
I
and
don't know
stuff.
why, but every time I go down there, the water's cold, like legit
Oh
cold.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's cold, eh? Like the when you take a bath, like a shower down there, like yeah,
it's like it's cold.
hot water is hard to come around sometimes in like third world
There's like
countries
no
like
hot
that.
water. There's literally no hot
Yeah,
water.
it's hard. Some countries, yeah, dude, some countries like around the world don't even have like hot water.
Like,
It's crazy.
I don't know
It's
how
fucked, man. I don't know how people
But hey.
survive.
But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, hey, and there's people that are doing well there too, right? A lot of great people down in the Philippines doing a lot of good things.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. I mean,
Anyway,
guys.
off of
Yeah.
that.
No, that's good. That was a good lesson. I learned a bit today. I hope everyone else did too. But
Hey,
yeah, man.
next week I might have another one for you guys.
Oh, can't wait. Let's bring it up, buddy. So we're gonna wrap it up today. So
that could be a good segment for next week.
Yeah, we should do that, man. Absolutely. Well, I think this is it. Hey, Jacob, we're just gonna wrap her up here, and got the Habs game starting in an hour. It's about 5 o'clock here. Yeah. So thanks again for joining us, guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. I think you know what? I think pretty soon we're gonna be joining Facebook. So I'm gonna try and get on that soon.
Yeah. That's gonna be good.
Also, we're going to give little details about this, but we are going to be rebranding our show very soon. A new name, a new brand.
Let's do a teaser every week. How about that?
Yeah, when I got the tools, for sure. It's going to be good. Maybe we got some merch coming too.
Yeah.
Got some merch, so
yeah.
keep an eye out for that. And so again, thanks for joining us.
Should we go on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well?
We're working on Apple Podcasts too. I'm trying to get a hold of that too. So we'll see what happens. It's a bright future for the show. Yeah,
everybody,
man.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and happy fight day. Logan Paul, let's go. Go Habs, go. Yes, sir. All right, guys, and we are signing off.